Hello you guys, it's Shawn Warren with ShawnWarrenFineArt.com, and today I want to continue my discussion about brushes. I want to show you my latest brush finds. I teach painting parties, so I'm always looking for some inexpensive but good brushes, and not just for my parties but for me too. So let me show you kind of a little bit about some of my bigger brushes and some of my blending brushes that I discovered. We all know the problems with mop brushes. This is actually a good one. I think I threw my bad one away. Okay, so let's pretend I didn't throw my bad one away. This is actually a pretty bad one. This is a Artist Loft mop brush. This thing sheds like my dog Bucky. It's horrible. I'm always picking, you know, that's the biggest problem with mop brushes, is you're always picking out the stray hairs. So this, yeah, this one you can see, it's just terrible. So this was one of, you know, I bought this probably a year ago and I've struggled with it. It also holds oil. It's really hard to get the oil out of it, so not a good find. So let's see, this one is Cotman, Windsor and Newton, England. And I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty soft. It doesn't really shed too much. The problem I have with this one is it's like really soft. Okay, it's really soft. The bristles are really long. You know, it is decent. I can't say I use it a lot. I think the reason I don't like it is because it's not very precise. It would be good for a big background, but I like little firmer ones for when I have to do detail work. So this is not too bad. The real find though that I discovered at the dollar store are makeup brushes. This is soft and it's kind of got an angle on it and it doesn't shed. It's like the greatest brush. I got one of these. Here's another one that I got. I got this one from Tuesday Mornings, and it's like a big filbert, and you could probably use it as a big filbert, but it's very soft, but it's firm. It's soft, but it's firm. See, it's got some snap to it. So this is a great brush. I've used this brush, you know, for smaller areas for blending, and I'm a blendy person. As much as I try to, you know, really let my brush strokes show, I really just like to get in there and kind of blend at it. So this was my old standby until I ruined it and left paint in it. I like this one because it's small and it's firm. It sheds a little bit. This is called, oh, the name is worn off of it, and I don't know where it came from. It's kind of like a bristly, a little, I guess it's not a bristle brush. It feels like it may be a natural hair brush though. And I like this one because it's short enough and you can kind of blend smaller spots with it. So this one still works okay, but in the middle it's kind of like the bristles have a little bit of paint stuck in it. So let's see. So here's another little filbert I found at Tuesday Mornings. These were like $3, I'm thinking, $3, something like that, which is good for my oil. Those are my oil brushes. I don't mind, you know, paying $3 for my oil classes, but, or my personal oil. But for my classes, I was trying to look for something cheaper, because let's face it, I got to buy 12 of these, okay? So here's what I found. These are great. I got these little things. I got these at the dollar store. They're very similar to the ones I just showed you, very soft, and they don't shed. That's the best thing, is that they don't shed. So I got some in this size, the big ones, and then the little ones. And like I said, you could use this just as a regular filbert also, but I like to get in and blend like little areas, you know, on the edges when you have two colors that come together, and go through and you got to make the sound effect too. So you can go through there and blend those little areas. So another brush, this is not a blending brush, but I found this to be really handy. It's this is called Marvy Stipple Brush, and I got this at, I think I got it at Michael's, and I think that Martha Stewart makes something that's very similar, but I love this for oil painting especially. So I put my background paint on, and then I go over this and I go, I just tap it fast all over, and when it dries, it leaves like a smooth suede surface. and it's wonderful to paint on. It really holds the paint. It gives it some tooth, and it gives it a little texture. I love this brush. So that's new. I've had this a couple weeks, and it's awesome. Professionally, for my fine art, I do oil painting. But like I said, I do teach acrylic painting classes. So for backgrounds for that, I prefer the foamy brush for putting big backgrounds on over something that's got more of a bristle on it. I've experimented with both of them. I think this one goes on much smoother, and they're cheap. They're great for my class. These are cheap too, but you know, works great for my classes. One more brush I found that I really liked. This one is one of those, it's a synthetic brush, and I used it on oil, so it does kind of hold the paint. I need to get some Turquoise Natural and really work it in there and clean this good. So I like this one for kind of a big background. You can also do a similar thing with the stipple brush with this one. Since it's so big, you can take it and just tap, 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 and it gives it a nice texture. So I use this one on this poppy one right here, and I'll be teaching this class soon. So I use this to make the clouds in this poppy picture. Okay, so anyway, that's my little bit of advice for brushes for today. So I hope you all have a good day, and we'll talk to you next time.